What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. This is very, very exciting stuff. So welcome to Carrera de TT, or what we're going to be referring to it as today is Red Bull Knockout. Now, this is based off the real-life event, and it's been recreated in MX Bikes. However, the person who created it goes by the name How, and they've just come out of the blue today and released not only this track, which looks very, very intense and difficult, but they've also released a brand new version of the James Stewart compound. So they've made my life very, very easy because I now get 2 videos for you guys, but that's just so strange. Someone that I've never heard of before coming out and releasing what looks like to be 2 absolute bangers. Now, my live stream has told me that this track apparently is very, very challenging and difficult, so we're going to hop into it on the factory 450 bike and kind of put it to the test. I like my sand tracks, however, they're more race tracks where I can double my way around. This one looks to be a bit more on the brutal side, where it's going to really take a beating. So cross my fingers for me, and let's see how it goes. If you've been putting off buying that new MX gear, or you're just looking for some new daily MX related clothing, then head on over to fxrracing.com. Code MXPR_Lins15 at checkout will give you 15% off all motocross and lifestyle products. This code is applicable to the European, Swedish and Norwegian websites, not Canada or the USA. And whilst I've got your attention, you may as well subscribe to the channel. It's just one click of a button and it puts a big old smile on my face. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Well, the most important information we need is, where do we start? Right, over here. The start gates is usually a very good place to start, isn't it? So it looks like some of the start gates actually go out into the water, into the sea/ocean, which is quite cool. And this reminds me a little bit of some of the beach races that we have here in the UK. Western Beach Race kind of comes to mind as well. And I don't know of many other beach races across the world. So it's very nice to open my eyes to this stuff. There's a few, I guess, really like whooped out, rutted, deep sand beach tracks on MX Simulator. So very, very happy to see some of them making their way over onto this game. And we're going to see how this goes. Like I said in the intro, a couple of people in my live stream, I did just finish streaming. It is currently 11 PM my time on Thursday the 21st of September. A few people said that they've given it a go already and it's apparently quite difficult. So I'm going to see if they are speaking the facts or if it is simply a skill issue. And so far so good. It flows very, very nicely. I can already tell that there's going to be sections on this track where if you move the bike over kind of 1 foot in to the left or to the right, you will find a completely smooth line compared to like a more brutal line on the insides or the outsides. This, however, oh my goodness, is this all like one lane? This is 1 lane. Okay, so you don't go back and forth here at all. You can, I reckon there's some sneaky lines through here. I reckon there's a way of kind of like low lining a few of these, kind of splitting the difference between a bunch of them. But I like that. Very, very imaginative. I've never heard of this event in real life at all. However, you can guarantee as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to go straight onto the old YouTubes and watch it. In real life, so I'm kind of polar opposite these days. In real life, I really, really hate riding anything sand. No other way around it. I prefer like riding on hard pack stuff where you have to like gently roll on the throttle, be quite precise. Whereas on sand, I think the fastest way is to just bang it wide open on the throttle, grip with your knees, and hang on for dear life. That's kind of not my thing. I don't ride very well like that. I do like being in control. Whereas in game, I love sand, and I don't know why. There's 2 very different things. I think it's because there's no fear in-game for me. There's no consequence of crashing. Although I suppose Sand IRL was a little bit on the softer side, so maybe it's not quite as bad. Have we got... Okay, please land that. I thought I was going to get lucky. I was about to say, have we got any big jumps? And that question got answered straight away. So that is a triple there. I have no clue how long the lap times are meant to be around this place. But one thing I will comment on is, and I'm going to leave this unedited in the video for you, is I have got no reshade settings on and it is very, very bright. So I imagine if anyone does load this up on reshade, you might be needing to wear some sunglasses. I mean, it suits the beach aesthetic perfectly, I suppose, suits the sand as a whole. Yeah, very, very bright, but not in like a super unpleasant way by any means. Like, it's still very, very bearable. I like the scenery. We've got the houses along the back straight here. We've got some construction work going on in the background. We've got our like pit section here as well, which actually looks hella detailed. They've got like timing. Yeah, they've got like timing boards all the way through here too. I don't even know if the MXGP tracks have this. That's actually really cool to see. They got that real life standings and leaderboards on there as well. So W stuff all around the environment. Very, very nice. I have seen, by the way, quite a few MX Bike shop logos and banners dotted around, so I was very surprised to see this being released on MXB Mods for free, rather than it being a paid track. And I have no idea how many gates or pit spaces there are on this, but I would be a very, very happy man to try and get a full lobby of riders in this to do like an enduro-esque type race where we turn the road up quite high, set it to maybe like an hour, tell everyone to run as much fuel as possible, and just let people go at it and make it like a proper beach race. One function that I always wish that, well, I hope that we can get one day in this game, is the ability to refuel your bikes without having to retire from the race. Like, if you can go to the pits, refuel, and then leave the pits again, that would open the door for so many like enduro events. My brain just starts working, and I think, imagine we could do like 24-hour long races and see who can put in the most laps. And I know not everyone would be up for that because, you know, people have real lives, they can't sit on games all day. But for someone like me, who has no life, sounds pretty damn fun, like just for a one-off event. Not something to do all the time, of course. Or even doing like tag team events where you rotate in and out with a couple of friends. Maybe you take it in a couple of hour shifts each. Maybe you do, like, say you'd have 3 friends, you each do 8 hours, or maybe you split it up so you do 2 sets of 4 hours each, and it just kind of opens the door for a lot more opportunity. I will say, like, it's not as difficult as people made out. I think the crashes that I've had so far have been very silly ones, but it seems quite straightforward. The timing seems weird. So looking up at the top left, the first 2 sectors are only 20 seconds long each. So the final sector is basically the bulk of the lap, and I'm kind of scared that there might be a way to cheat it and cut the track in certain areas. So we'll see how that goes as I guess more and more people play it. And I want to see if there's any way I can scumbag my way. That was actually really nice. Boys, I might have just found the hotline already. Just transfer from the far right over to the far left. Happy days, no problem at all. Let's try and wheelie our way up here. I'm trying to stay very, very high in some of these ruts, because you get, like, I guess, the high-ish / low spots at the same time where the bumps aren't super deep, so you can carry as much speed as possible. I do want to just make a quick note of where that triple is that I cased last lap, just so I don't do it again. Just trying to jump things as far as I can. I think the factory bike is helping me out a ton, because I think my front end would have had a lot more wobbles if I was on current OEMs. I would like to just mention to everyone, by the way, whatever you see me, or whatever you hear me say in these next few videos over the coming week, take it all with a pinch of salt, because they could be recorded before any OEM or factory bike updates come out. I know we're waiting on both of them any day now. Please downside that. You know what? That's kind of best situation I could ask for there while still casing it. Yeah, there's a chance that I record a video and upload it, and then the next day an update happens isn't reflected in said video. So just bear that in mind. Know that I'm a day or 2 ahead of things right now, although I actually think this video is going to get bumped to the front of the queue, because this is very, very exciting stuff. It's quite brutal, but it's very, very, I want to say, unique in terms of the current tracks that we have in this game. Like, I love stuff like this, and it really does speak to my, like, enduro side, my soft spot for the enduro stuff. I like the textures that he's got going on here as well. It does give, like, a proper white sand, beachy kind of feel. I'm gonna have to single my way through these. I don't think I'm jumping. Although, for massive rollers, that really isn't too bad at all. So, my lap time was 3 minutes and 45 seconds. And when I was doing a little flyover at the very, very start of this video, I really expected the lap time to be longer than that. But again, I have no experience with this event. I've never seen it IRL. So for any of you that have done, I'm very excited to see how you think how it was done on this and how it's been replicated. I'm not sure if it's like an invitational event, if it's something that's open to the public. I'm guessing it's something that a lot of, I guess, top level riders do, and then maybe some amateurs are allowed to get involved as well. I personally, I don't think I'd ever do like a quote-unquote beach race, more so because you just end up completely ruining whatever bike you're using. You know, it's such an intensive chore on the bike. Unfortunately, I don't do anything bike maintenance wise myself. I've always left that up to my dad. He's kind of been my mechanic since I was really, really young. I just feel bad for him having to kind of strip everything out and desand it all. They probably need an entire rebuild after one sand race. Is actually nuts. But I really do enjoy watching them in real life. And I didn't know that the Western Western Beach race is going on this weekend in the UK. I had no idea. So maybe if there's any TV coverage of it, if there's any streams on the interwebs, I'll definitely be giving it a watch, checking in from time to time, because I like watching other people put themselves through hell, essentially. Same as I really enjoy watching all the GoPro videos of Erzberg. When that's all said and done, I really like watching the top enduro boys. I find what they do very, very impressive. I could not imagine having that level of bike control. It's just absolutely insane. So Hal, I don't know if you've gone under another alias before, or if you've randomly just come out of the blue and for some reason decided to drop 2 brand new tracks on exactly the same day as each other. I'm a very selfish person. I'm a very greedy person, and I want more. I really would like to see some more from you, because if this is just the tip of the iceberg, very, very exciting stuff. So keep it up. I think this is very good, very enjoyable, and something just a little bit unique that this game needs. I know it's not custom because it's based off a real track. However, it's different to the standard. You know, it's not just your normal motocross track. It's not your normal supercross track. And of course, after this as well, I'm going to go and give the JS7 compound a bit of a try to see how that stacks up to other iterations in the game. So thank you so much for making this for us. Thank you to all of you for watching, and if you'd be interested in doing like a long, I guess, enduro race on this track, do let me know, because it's something that I could quite easily organise within my Discord as a whole, and we'll get 40 people in a race, set it for an hour, and just let everybody go crazy. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.